like you. Be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
It all started quietly, too quietly. And then, in a matter of hours, the calm turned into chaos. The BTS fandom, usually buzzing with excitement over new songs, schedules, or performances, suddenly found itself spiraling into speculation over something far more personal, a mysterious Instagram post from Jungkook. It wasn't just any post. It was a collaboration tag, a feature that automatically displays another account's name on the post. Fans saw it appear on Jungkook's profile without warning. And before anyone could figure out what it meant, it vanished. Deleted as if it had never existed. In the world of BTS, where every movement is magnified 1,000 times over, that deletion wasn't just a technical act, it was an emotional earthquake. Was it an accident? A glitch? Or a message? And as the fandom began dissecting every detail, one name surfaced again and again: Jimin. The timeline exploded with confusion and debate. Some claimed Jungkook had deleted the post out of irritation. Others insisted it was a misunderstanding. And soon enough, another name, Taeyong, was dragged into the storm, adding fuel to the chaos. But amid all the noise, one tiny detail went unnoticed. A small, almost invisible clue, the kind of thing that only those who have watched BTS for years would recognize. Because sometimes, in the quiet between the headlines, that's where the truth hides. And this time, the truth might have been wrapped in Jungkook's silence. For months, Jungkook has been known to stay away from Instagram. After deleting his personal account earlier this year, he made it clear that he preferred privacy over performance. So when the collaboration post appeared, then disappeared, fans immediately sensed that something deeper was at play. Maybe Jungkook didn't mean for it to appear publicly. Maybe it wasn't about rejection at all. Maybe it was about protection. Because Jungkook has always been like that, careful, deliberate, and quietly loyal. He doesn't speak often, but when he acts, it always means something. And if there's one person who understands that side of him more than anyone, it's Jimin. Within hours of the deletion, another story began unfolding elsewhere, on Hobi's Instagram. He posted two things: a photo of Jimin and a short clip of Jungkook in a studio. At first glance, they seemed unrelated. But look closer and you'll see the same soft lighting, the same quiet energy, the same creative space. Coincidence? Not likely. Hobi is known for his warmth, for his subtle gestures that say more than words ever could. He rarely posts anything without meaning. And when he shares something involving both Jimin and Jungkook, back to back, it feels intentional. It feels protective. As if he's saying to the fandom, they're okay. They're together. Don't worry. In Hobi's photo, Jimin looked serene, his gaze soft and glowing, the kind of expression that feels born from quiet happiness. In the clip, Jungkook sat beside Charlie Puth, immersed in music, focused, calm, grounded. Two separate frames, yet one story. Two souls moving within the same orbit. Those who have followed Jimin and Jungkook for years know that their connection runs deeper than the public ever sees. It's a bond built not on performance, but on consistency, on presence. They don't need to announce their closeness. They simply exist in each other's gravity. For Hobi, who has always been close to both of them, this kind of posting felt like an affirmation, a quiet nod to a truth the world doesn't always get to see. He has often said that he admires the natural chemistry between members, especially between Jimin and Jungkook, because their energy just aligns. And it's true. When they're in the same room, something changes. The air feels softer, the atmosphere warmer. It's not forced or scripted. It's something real. Back to the deleted post. Perhaps it wasn't an impulsive move. Perhaps Jungkook saw how the fandom was reacting, how fans were fighting, accusing, and twisting narratives, and decided to take control. He might have deleted the post not out of shame, but out of love. Because in this industry, where privacy is a luxury and every emotion is dissected, protecting someone you care about sometimes means erasing evidence of your affection. And for Jungkook, that someone has often been Jimin. Their story has always been written in small gestures. A glance held too long, a touch that lingers, a laugh shared at the wrong time but in the right way. They've walked through years of chaos and growth together. Training, debut, fame, and the weight that comes with it. They've learned when to give space and when to hold on tighter. Jimin knows when Jungkook needs quiet. Jungkook knows when Jimin just wants to be near someone who understands him without explanation. It's the kind of understanding that doesn't need to be spoken, because it already exists in every heartbeat. Sometimes, fans call them a married couple, not out of fantasy, but because of the way they move together. There's a rhythm in their relationship that feels old, familiar, and deeply human. They can tease, argue, or go silent, but they always return to each other. Boys. And maybe that's what love really is, not the grand gestures, but the quiet returning. Looking at Jungkook's deleted post in that light, it doesn't seem like an accident at all. It feels like a message, a coded act of care. He didn't delete to hide something wrong. He deleted to keep something sacred. Because sometimes what the world calls private, love calls home. Fans who've followed them closely could sense it, the same way you can sense warmth without seeing the fire. Every story, every moment, every live stream, every shared laugh adds up to something bigger. A story that doesn't need words. Even other BTS members seem to recognize it. Hobi, especially, always smiles when Jimin and Jungkook are together, as if he knows. As if he sees what we all feel but can't name. In one old interview, Jungkook once said he felt seen by Jimin in a way no one else understood. And Jimin, in turn, said Jungkook, has a special place in his heart. Neither elaborated. They didn't have to. Because when something is that real, it doesn't need proof, it just needs time. So was Jungkook's deleted post just a random technical mistake? Maybe. Or maybe it was something more intimate. A reminder that some love stories aren't meant to be displayed, only lived. And maybe that's why Hobi posted what he did, to balance out the silence with reassurance, to let the world know that behind the rumors, nothing has changed. They are still there, together, creating, existing, breathing in sync. Through all the noise, one truth remains. Jungkook and Jimin's bond is steady, unshaken, and deeply human. Whether you call it friendship, partnership, or something beyond words, it's built on years of trust, small habits, and quiet affection. They don't perform it. They don't advertise it. They simply live it. Perhaps that's why the fandom keeps returning to them, because amidst fame and chaos, they remind us that intimacy can be quiet, that love doesn't always need explanation, that even silence can speak volumes. So maybe the question isn't, why did Jungkook delete that post? Maybe the real question is, who was he protecting when he did? And the answer might already be written in every soft glance, every gentle laugh, and every moment they've shared without words. Because if you've been paying attention long enough, you know, Jikook doesn't need to explain to be understood. They already are.